Hi Aqua, welcome back to the channel. All right, this will be a love reading for you. It's a late night reading as well, so there could be a lot of thoughts running through your mind. I feel like someone's mind is racing. If it's not yours, it's definitely your person, okay? So someone's thinking about you a lot. I'm even looking at this margarita glass. I feel like someone's drinking about you. Maybe they're smoking about you. Someone's mind is racing. And it feels like they're searching for something that will stop it. Okay. I feel like someone's an insomniac or they're going to be up very late tonight. And so, yeah, that kind of is confirmation for even this late reading. You guys are the reading that I want to do before I go to bed. Okay. So about this person, the first card coming about you and this person is forbidden, okay? Now, forbidden does talk about love affairs, it talks about temptations, flirting and giving into pleasure. I feel like when this person met you, they felt like they were giving into pleasure or their temptations. There was something super desirable about you, a magnetic attraction that they couldn't shake, and it almost felt forbidden. Now, even with the forbidden, it feels like you and this person, how you guys started dealing with each other could have been in secret. Maybe even how you guys met, that still remains a secret. There's also forbidden things that this person has told you that maybe you have been very loyal about. You haven't really talked about it in the public, okay? So there's secrets that this person has shared with you. Hold on, let me take my headphones out so I can hear myself. But yeah, there's secrets that this person has shared with you that they never shared with anyone. There's things that this person has told you that they never shared with anyone. This person felt very safe in your energy, but also unsafe because forbidden feels unsafe. I'm thinking about Romeo and Juliet, okay? So there's almost like self sabotage and even like the ruin of Romeo and Juliet, how they both ended up deceased out of love. There's almost like that, like someone self sabotaging, but even being together could be very destructive. Maybe that's what it feels like right now. There could have been a lot of arguments back and forth. Something about being together feels like we're both about to self destruct, but someone takes that poison, like if we're talking about Romeo and Juliet, they take that poison first and the other person follows. So it's an energy of self destruction, it's energy of self sabotage. It's also energy of like unlikely circumstances. Like this is doesn't feel like divine timing. It doesn't feel like the right person, right time. It feels like right person, wrong time for this person or you. Okay. So something here is very forbidden. How you and this person could have started was in secrecy, whether someone's very private and they didn't really want to be public at first, or maybe just even how you guys met could have been a secret. But I also feel like you know this person's secrets. I feel like you pleasure this person very well. So sex life could be very heightened between you and this person. There's something that they can't give up, okay? Even if you're on the outs with this person, you guys are in no contact or in separation. I still feel like this person can't give you up. And maybe this is why this type of reading is coming out because, things that this person can't say to you, I'm going to reveal in this reading, okay? So your first card here is forbidden. And we also have secrets. All right. So again, this person has opened up to you about something that they don't tell other people. They could have told you their deepest, darkest secret. And with that Aquarius energy, I know that you didn't judge this person. You could have been there or validated their feelings about whatever the secret was. What's interesting about this is that both of these cards, their first message is love affair. So I don't know if you started off with this person, there's like, it felt like affair energy, or maybe you feel like someone's treating you like an affair, like a secret. It's like things are so good between us. You're very vulnerable with me. You feel like I'm your safe place. But why do I feel like an affair? Why do I feel like I'm hidden? Okay, so there's someone here who's not. Maybe this is you, Aquarius. You're not understanding why someone is very secretive with you when they've opened up about so much. Someone has a hard time sharing their emotions because the second line here is keeping things inside. So it almost feels like when this person got close to you, things kind of like hit a wall. Okay. Right now, I feel like this person's not opening up to you. And there's a lot of illusions, moon energy. So there's deep emotions that someone's not sharing with you. There's insecurities that this person has that they're not sharing with you. Maybe someone is feeling deeply insecure right now because I'm getting moon card energy and they're not opening up about that. They're not allowing you to help them through that. Maybe you really want to help this person, but they're not allowing you. Okay. So there's like a wall being put up. And you may even feel crazy about even, being with this person, falling in love with them, wanting to see them. You may feel crazy. You may feel like I'm feeling deep illusion energy. All right. Someone's not eating, by the way. I hate to say that, but if you look at this card, like, this is kind of disturbing. Okay. So someone's deeply disturbed. They're not eating, but they're like drinking their sorrows away with this margarita glass. I know you guys can't see it in full. Or they are deeply like escaping something. Someone has escapism energy, okay? Yeah. Also, too, I love this map because it gives me messages, okay? So even with the camera being here, I feel like someone is reminiscing, looking at old photos, looking at old media that maybe you sent them. Someone's been reminiscing a lot about you. Someone really wants to make really positive memories with you this year, but they're almost fighting themselves, okay? It's a self-destructive energy. Romeo took the poison first, then Juliet took it as well. So there's this energy of self-destruct, okay? And I do feel that even with this third card, which is extreme. So right now you could be experiencing a very harsh energy. This feels like the Five of Swords, like cutting very deeply, hitting below the belt. Someone is fighting you, but they really are fighting themselves, okay? Or you're doing this, I don't know. There's this energy of being cut off or cutting someone off, and someone's making very impulsive or erratic decisions. All right, so you're not in a good place with this person, whoever I'm speaking of. But it makes me feel like this person, I don't know. I don't even know if I want to say this. It feels like, I don't know if you feel that way too, Aqua. When you were fighting with this person, you may have wanted to, you were analyzing a lot of things. You may have wanted to say certain things to this person, but you held back. Like someone here is holding back from saying their truth. I also feel like that caused you to also hold back and not say your truth. You may really want to tell this person what you really analyze about the situation, but you're holding back. You're not wanting to meet them at their level of extreme. Someone is drinking that poison. It's like, okay, that's a little extreme. We don't have to go there. But it's almost like you have to meet this person there to show you, to show them your loyalty. The same thing with Romeo and Juliet. It's like, okay, Romeo drank the poison. I'm pretty sure Juliet was like, that's extreme. We could have just ran out into the wilderness and tried to make it work. You know, we could have been on Love Island together, ran off to an island and just try to make it work. But she almost matched his extreme to show her loyalty, her devotion. So it feels like someone is like sacrificing and you're trying to show them the same sacrifice, but it's hurting both people. It's very like erratic, it's impulsive, it's not in logic. Being that you're an Aquarius and air sign, you tend to be very logical about your decisions. But this person could be having you acting out of sorts or doing something that you normally would not do, okay? Very emotional reading that I feel like we're about to have. So that's what we have here. I want to get some tea leaf also about this person. Obviously, they're going through something, right? Someone is like going to the extreme off the deep end. I'm hearing like that song by Frank Ocean, Swim Good, you know? I don't know if you guys know that song. Aquariuses, usually we do connect through music, but Frank Ocean, Swim Good. You can look up the lyrics or you can listen to the song. It's a great song. But it does talk about someone about to go off into the deep end or drive off a cliff. They're preparing themselves to self-destruct. So that could be what your person is doing right now. They're going through some type of emotional thing that they can't comprehend. They don't understand. They may not have been taught the right way to deal with that. And they're almost like taking it to the extremes. Okay. Let's see what's coming out here. We have Horseshoe. So even though something seems so damaged right now, maybe you guys are going through a crisis or a tower moment, there's still good luck that's following this connection. Even though it's so crazy, there's still good luck coming towards you and this person. So it's like someone's about to end it all. But it's like, if you only knew how good things are about to get, you would stop acting like a crazy person, okay? We have younger woman. So whoever my feminine is could be younger than this masculine. Younger woman also gives like age difference. So there could be a significant age difference between you and this person. Dealings or relationship with a younger woman. Now, even with that Juliet reference, I feel like the woman or the feminine here, even if you're younger, you have more wisdom. You know, it's like if the roles were reversed, if the story was written, and Juliet would never take the poison first. Juliet would find another way. But it's almost like Romeo is so distraught, having a hard time processing his emotions. He feels like this is the only way, and then we follow, okay? So that's what I have here. Let's see what else is here. All right, July. So we're in February. Then it goes March. Wait, hold on. I'm a little illiterate, guys, okay? So January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Also summer season, right? I feel like something's going to blow over in July. Like this person, if they're going through a deep struggle, they may come out of that in July. And it doesn't take you to help them out of it. This is someone who could be very hyper independent, maybe based off of their childhood. Maybe they had to rely on themselves. They had to parent themselves. They may have very immature parents or absentee parents. So this person relies on hyper independence to get through their tough times. They're not relying on you at this time. They don't even see that as a solution. You know, you may have the solution to their crisis, but they're not wanting to hear it. They almost feel like they need to come out of this alone. And it's sad because July is some months away. It's not like the next month. It's not the month after the next. It's kind of sad that this person feels like they have to figure something out alone. They have to go the long route or the long way to figure something out alone in their hyper independence. And I see that this person's going to have a breakthrough, or they're going to come back to their senses in July, which is sad. It's like, why does it take that long? Okay. Let's see what else is here. We have the owl. It says, good advice from a wise person. Aquarius, no matter if you're feminine or masculine, you have wisdom about yourself. You know, you're transcendent. You know, your soul has lived many lives. Your soul bounces back and forth from earth to the spiritual realm. You have a lot of wisdom that you could offer this person, but I just feel like they're so independent that they just feel like even taking advice or help from other people makes this person feel inadequate when it shouldn't be that way. Okay. So maybe you are trying to give this person advice. You're trying to talk them off the cliff or the edge, and they're just not budging. All right. And one last card before we jump into your reading. Man. Okay. Dealings are relationship with a man. Okay. Whatever. Let's pull one more. All right, we have the parrot. Okay, first of all, let me tell you my sentiment about parrots. I really believe, okay, I don't know if I should say this because I could be very inexperienced, right? But I don't like parrots because they're creepy to me. There's a creepy energy, and I always associate the parrot with a devil bird. I feel like it's like the talking is really cool, and maybe it's like innovative for the parrot. They're the first bird that can really, like, you know, mirror a human, but it's creepy to me. So I don't know if your person's dealing with deep battles, deep entities, things are maybe attacking them, maybe from generations, or they're going through their inner demons. But that's my association with the parrot. Okay, I could be very naive. Maybe those of you think parrots are cool. Obviously you do think parrots are cool because you could be dating the parrot. Okay, but for me, I always feel like those are demon birds. I don't know why, but I feel that way. And maybe your person is battling inner demons. Okay, but other than that, the parrot says someone will gossip about all your secrets. Okay, now what's interesting about this, you know this person's secrets. Do I feel like you're gossiping about this person's secrets? No. But if there's a lot of illusions covering this connection and you need a deeper understanding outside of your person who's not working with you, you may open up about certain things. Okay. So someone's very nervous about the deep things that they told you, if it's going to be spread all around the universe. Okay. So that's what I'm getting there. Let's jump into your reading. Let's see what's going on here. All right, let's pull some cards for my aquas. Tell me about this situation. It feels like a very tumultuous, like you and this person are in crisis right now. There's a deep crisis. This is significant to like a marriage. And when two people are about to divorce or separate, they lean on their friends, they lean on their family to kind of put the pieces back together. Okay. And so I feel like there's like, it needs an outside source outside of you because this person is not listening or they're putting a wall up. So it almost takes a mediator or it takes an outside source between you and this person. You and this person, you know, once you get them to actually listen and not be on fight and flight, I think therapy would be really good. Maybe you and this person are about to move into union or marriage. And you know how, like, before you get married, it's like you go through premarital counseling. It feels like you and this person need that. And maybe not for you, Aqua, if this is not you, but maybe your person really needs like an outside source where they don't feel judged. Because even though this person's been very vulnerable with you, they may feel judged by you right now. They're acting out of sorts. Someone's almost like throwing a temper tantrum. Okay? Someone is throwing a temper tantrum. All right, tell me about Aquarius and their person. What do they need to know right now? High Priestess, everything that this person's going through, you can read them like a book, okay? You have a deep spiritual sense. You also could have been through what they've been through. Maybe you felt like in your adolescence or when in your younger age, you wilded out because you felt misunderstood. So you understand that this person feels misunderstood. You understand that they need a release. Maybe they've been holding a lot of things inside. This person has been very vulnerable with you, told you their secrets, but they haven't told you the whole story. So even if you may feel like you know what's going on with this person, I feel like you have the intuition behind it, but they haven't revealed to you the whole story, okay? There's something much deeper that this person could be going through that they may feel misunderstood. All right, let's see what else is here. I feel like your person's going through a transition. So when anyone, because I just seen the Six of Swords, anyone that you're dealing with, dating, okay, if they're going through the Six of Swords, it means that they're going to make some mistakes because the Six of Swords is a transition. Someone's learning to be someone different. They're going to pick up traits from that past person, their past self, and they may resist this change. They may be very inflexible. Maybe you're dating a fixed sign or someone who's very inflexible, very stubborn. And so they're going to make mistakes, okay? So I see that your person's going through the Six of Swords and they're making a big mistake by pushing you away, maybe putting a wall up, acting very harsh or extreme. What else do we have here for Aquarius in their person? Justice, okay. You also have a higher knowledge that this person will apologize eventually, okay? So you know that this person's going to give you an apology. They're not walking away. They're not going to jump off the cliff. They're not going to end it all, okay? No matter what this person's going through. You know that things will be balanced down the line. So you're trying to have a deeper understanding for this person. Also, when it comes to this person's deepest, darkest secrets, I see that you're keeping it because the High Priestess is the holder of secrets or secret knowledge, okay? Whatever wisdom that you have could really help this person, but unfortunately they're not leaning on you for it, okay? There's this hyper independence. We have the Sun, so there's more things that are going to be exposed about this person. Right now, maybe you learned a lot through this opposition that you guys could be having, but there's more to be exposed. Also feel like someone likes attention, okay? Leo energy. Someone could be very prideful, very egotistical or arrogant. They could be acting arrogantly right now. This person also could be posting a lot on social media. All right, because the Sun, visibility. So in this person's manic episode, okay, that's not funny, but in this person's, fight or flight, they're almost publicizing it, okay? I don't think other people see it for what you're seeing it as. Maybe you're seeing like this person's kind of losing their marbles. Other people may feel like they're being bold and authentic. But I do see this person publicizing it. So I could see them being on live, posting a lot of photos, posting memes, being on Twitter, going on rants, okay? It almost feels like Kanye West energy, like ranting. One last card here. We have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, I see you and this person, they're going to work with you. Right now, you may not feel like it. You may feel like this person's in opposition. They're acting crazily. They're dragging themselves to hell. They're dragging you to hell in cahoots. But I do see that they're going to work with you and not against you as the outcome. Okay, so this person is not hopeless. This person you shouldn't give up on. I feel like they're having a hard time with this transition. That transition could even be you guys stepping out of affair or temptation or casual energy, moving into union, commitment, monogamy, Hierophant energy. It's hard for this person to adopt that new sense. They may feel like they can't do it. They may not feel like they fit the bill. Okay, so there's a lot of worries that I'm getting for your person. You and them are definitely about to be in a really strong relationship. There's marriage here, especially with that premarital counseling. I feel like this is someone that you will end up marrying. This person loves you a lot with the King of Cups, but they just are not acting in the best energy. And there's also something they're not telling you that they're going through. They feel alone, but they don't have to be alone. This is their own self-sabotage. So you're coming out as the High Priest or the High Priestess. Let's see what that's about. Tell me about the High Priest, High Priestess, whoever's I'm talking to. What do you know about this person? You know something. You know something intuitively. You know that you and this person are going to work it out. You know that they're going to apologize. You know that they're acting an ass in public, maybe looking for attention, validation. You know something about this person. All right, Four of Swords. You may also know that this person is deeply reflecting about you. There's also what I love about this deck. It gives the switcheroo for the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the energy of reflecting. It's the energy of being do not disturb. So even if this person may have you blocked, they're not speaking to you, you know something intuitively. Now with the switcheroo imagery, it shows that you know that even if they were to date someone else, no one else is like you. You have this level of authenticity that most people cannot match. You're very grounded or rooted within yourself. You have high self-worth. You have a lot to offer. You have a lot of value. You know that it's not easy for this person to come by someone like you. So in knowing that truth, I see you remaining calm. Okay? I see that you're going to be busying yourself with other things. You may also like step into your star card energy. Star card is an energy of like great aesthetics. So you may be buying or pulling out your best outfit, buying new clothes. Maybe you're getting your hair done, your nails done, your lashes. You're going to the barber. You're very like confident in your position, even if you don't feel like it. Maybe inside you're dying inside or you feel hurt. But from the outside, no one would ever know. And not only are you protecting yourself and your peace, you're almost protecting this person. Like you're not letting people know what's really going on because you don't want people to be in this person's business. You don't want people to judge this person. You know that they're going to see this through. They could just be going through an episode, okay? So I just see you staying really calm. And another part of that calmness, or what you should know if you've been, freaking out a little bit, Aqua, this person knows that they could not find no one like you. Even if they tried, they know that they would be deeply dissatisfied. And this is what they're reflecting on right now with this Four of Swords, okay? What else can you tell me? Temperance. Right now, you may feel like this person needs balance. Obviously, you were not their imbalance, right? So there's something here that this person has been getting themselves into, whether it's family, it's friendships, maybe it's going out, their social scene, maybe it's work that's deeply imbalancing them. It took them off of their equilibrium. It took them off balance. And you know you had no part to play in that. So there's almost like a confidence of like, things are going to work out in my best favor. I know I'm going to have justice in this situation with the Justice card. I know that divine will work its way because I had nothing to do with this. I didn't upset this person. I didn't throw them off balance. I didn't mess up their routine. There's something external from me that they're going through. And I know that I'm just here to support them. If they don't want my support right now, things will become more balanced because I had nothing to do with this. Okay. So your hands are clean of the situation. It's not one of those situations where you curse this person out and now they're suffering. Okay. You didn't do anything this time. You didn't do anything this time, Aqua. Your hands are clean. Okay. Also, cleanliness. Even when I'm thinking about the star, I see you like cleaning up midweek, not during the weekend. Like as soon as you're listening to this reading, you have this energy. You wake up tomorrow wanting to clean up your space. This could keep you in a good mental space, but this also could be like cleansing out energies to invite in new. So you don't like maybe the energy you and this person are in, and you are manifesting new energy, better energy, refined energy. So I see you cleaning up or maybe doing a lot of laundry, cleaning the bathroom, reorganizing your stuff, cleaning out your pantry, your fridge, throwing out old shit. Okay. So I see that about you, and it's a good practice because you're also cleansing yourself, purifying yourself, and also calling in new energy from this person. Tell me about the temperance. What has thrown this person off balance? What is it that has thrown this person off balance? Gift. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. Gift is very interesting. If this is the thing that has thrown someone off balance, there could be comparison. Think about like, I don't know how to explain this because I don't really have an example, but let's talk about kids, like immaturity, kids or prematurity. On Christmas or a significant holiday, seeing another kid get a big gift, you may feel like jealous or without. So there's something here where someone, and what's interesting too, this card coming out, it's your birthday season, correct? Right? Or is it Pisces birthday season right now? I think it's still Aquarius. Okay. So with the gift, they're almost seeing other people be promoted in their life, maybe level up, maybe have their big breakthrough financially. It's thrown this person off because maybe they feel like they've been doing a lot of hard work, but they're not reaping their reward. Okay. They're not reaping their reward. So someone always feels slighted or they're off balance because of a gift, not because they got a blessing, but now first of all, you are this person's blessing, okay? So I do feel that. But other than that, they may be seeing a lot of people be blessed around them and they may feel like they're being left out or overlooked. So there's an energy there. And even with it being your birthday season, there could be like a sense of comparison with you. Let's see what else is here. Maybe they feel like you get a lot of support, a lot of love. You have a lot of favor. You have a big audience, okay? And they may feel like they want that too. So there could be comparison. There could be challenger energy, jealousy, envy that this person could be going through. But instead of acknowledging it, they act like they're all cool. They're relaxed. I see you and this person mirroring each other. You're holding a book. You're learning, you're expanding your wisdom in some way. This person is choosing to learn or expand their wisdom in different ways as well. This also gives like bad advice, okay? I don't know why. Those podcasts, like, I'm sorry if you're a supporter of this podcast. I don't even watch this podcast, but all my girls, they hate this podcast. So it's the Fresh and Fit podcast. Obviously, it's kind of like maybe derogatory, or I don't know. It just depends on your own opinion. Everybody has entitled to their opinions. I don't have an opinion because I never watched this podcast, but all of my girlies, they hate it. They think it's nasty. Okay, nasty. So it's almost like someone's been getting bad advice. Like they've been watching like an influencer. They've been watching someone that they feel inspired by. Maybe they like their lifestyle, so they kind of resonate with them in that way. And they've been taking bad advice, and they've also been enacting that advice towards you. Okay. It's like someone watched a bad podcast. Maybe they've been watching that Fresh and Fit. Maybe they've been watching, a movie, or they've seen like their favorite influencer online and they're emulating this person's personality, but it's a nasty personality. It's not helpful. But maybe it makes this person feel validated because of what they went through. It's one of those energies like misery loves company. So they could be listening to misery And they feel that way because they're feeling slighted, maybe by the universe. They're feeling like they're not getting promoted where they've done the work, and they're emulating that misery. Okay, so that's what I'm getting here. What does this person think about the Four of Swords? What they have been reflecting on, also how they know that they can't get another you. Fate. So in their thoughts about you, they think about how interesting the timing that you guys met each other, how it felt very coincidental. They also may feel like because of their actions, maybe their fate is to lose you, that someone else will snatch you up. So there's this fear here with fate. There's a fear of like stepping into the unknown of something positive, a blessing coming towards them. There's also this fear of like, because I've been acting an ass, will Aquarius just switcheroo and be on to the next person and live their most beautiful life? So they almost like don't want to miss fate, but they also don't feel comfortable in that fated energy that you guys came together. One thing that you do know is that you're going to get your justice. You may not know the timeline behind it. You may not know how, but you feel very strongly based off of your position. I didn't do anything to knock this person off balance. So I know that I should be vindicated at the end. That's karma, right? Karmic justice. Let's see what's going on with that, how this person feels about that. Are they wanting to give you an apology? Are they wanting to right their wrongs? What is that energy? We have the King of Wands, okay? So there's this energy of wanting to chase, but I don't really see accountability, right? Because the King of Wands is very fast moving. They move towards what they're tempted by, what they desire, what they're inspired by. They take action to apologize, but it feels like a lack of accountability. Like, you know, this is different from the Emperor. Emperor is rooted in accountability, responsibility. It feels like someone's very fast to apologize, or they're chasing, maybe trying to make things right with you eventually. That will happen. But it feels like they're lacking accountability. Like this person's on the go. They're just motivated to you know, right their wrongs, but not really saying the things that they need to say. Okay, someone's almost missing the mark here. And I feel like it's because even when this person does apologize or come back to right their wrongs, they're going to be holding back. We had the Four of Pentacles. I also feel like this person is watching you now. They're watching you. They're trying to figure out the best timing. When does it seem like you're, you know, back to your normal self, that I can come towards you and you're going to accept me? But even from watching from the shadows, as we see this person doing here, I just don't feel like they're going to say the things that maybe you feel like are needed to say. There's a lack there, okay? There's a big lack. I still see that this person's deeply attracted to you. Obviously, you are the person that they desire strongly, that they feel tempted to even come towards right now. Tell me about this King of Wands. What's that energy when this person does finally come to right their wrongs? Okay, right. It's almost like they didn't even choose to do that themselves. It's like magic or mystery is running through them. And the universe is kind of like pushing them to do so. It's not something that they decided themselves. It just feels like it's fated again. Right now, you and this person may not be speaking to each other, but thinking of each other deeply. This person could be pulling a big separation card between you two, but thinking about you very deeply. We have homeless here too. Part of the reason that this person can't give you a whole apology, or that they're going to be missing some important steps, is because they have this energy of lack. They also are going to approach you and feel like they've already failed. So this is someone who's very pessimistic and feels like, you know, no matter what I say, it's not going to be taken correctly. I'm going to be misunderstood. They're not going to fuck with me anymore. That type of energy. So this person's in a victim state for sure. Beyond that, as they're preparing themselves to come and make things right with you, they're posting a lot, or they're just like out in the open with the sun. They could be acting very playful as if nothing is wrong. So it may even confuse you. It puts up this illusion like, are we good or are we not good? Because you're acting very playful. You could be acting childish with the sun card. You could be acting very arrogant with the sun. You're also exposing a lot about yourself, your invisibility. You're posting a lot, you're saying a lot, but you're not talking to me. Tell me about the sun. Five of Wands. Someone is, this is petty, okay? I don't know what it is between you and this person, but whatever you guys could be on the outs about is so petty. It's like child's play. It's like, this is some dumb ish, you know? Like, why did it have to go this far? All right, Five of Wands. Also, Five of Wands is too many people involved, too many opinions, too many people giving their advice, too many people trying to take control, too many people looking for attention. There could be someone who gave this person bad advice, but they're only doing it out of attention. You know, they could be happy that this person is sitting in their face and listening. So there's like a family member or a friend that is giving them advice, but they're doing it for attention. Even this bad podcast or this bad advice from online, it's like someone is saying something very triggering to get views. That's their sole reason for putting this out, is to get views, to get an audience. And this person is taking it and running with it as if it's truth. But it's almost like a gag order. It's like, I did this to gag people. This is not to be taken truthfully. But it's like whoever's listening to this, they're like, yeah, that's how I feel. I'm going to run with it. But it's destructive advice. Okay. So someone's giving this person destructive advice. There's also too many people involved outside of you and this person. Okay. So it definitely gives Romeo and Juliet. It's like too many people involved here. And it becomes petty. It's like something that was meant to blow over the same day. Now it's taking so long to turn around because too many people are involved, too many opinions. It's very confusing. We have the Fool here as well. Someone could be trying to escape this connection because they value their freedom and they lack the maturity to see that they could have this connection and have their freedom. Okay. I don't see you as a very controlling person, Aquarius. I think you value your freedom as well. So with the Fool energy, Aries energy, it's like this person is trying to pivot so quickly and they're doing it out of the name of freedom. I want my freedom. I don't want to be held down. I don't want to be bogged down. I don't want to be controlled. But I don't even feel like that's something that you're placing on them. Matter of fact, that wasn't the original problem to begin with. It's almost like something is so petty that when you and this person have a conversation about how did this start, no one has an answer because it was some dumb ish, okay? That's what I'm getting here, like some dumb shit that just spiraled into some serious shit. Tell me about the Five of Wands. Alliance. They have like, I'm trying to be considerate, okay? But they have trust or alliance or bonds with people who just want to be involved, like people who are bored. Almost like people who are bored and they incite thrill in other people's lives. They incite drama in other people's lives out of boredom. So they're very loyal to people who set them back or people who create chaos in their life with that Five of Wands. It's not a good energy. And then we have the Fool here. Talking about the Fool. Live and learn, right? I feel like that's something that this person doesn't get. And it's kind of like a slap in the face because you and this person have created a very deep, intense connection. You would think that they understand you better than anyone else. And there's a sense of wanting to be free or wanting to not be controlled. But what this person's going to see later on, not now, is that you were never trying to control them. So it's almost like they had to go through this experience to see that they were doing some dumb-ish, you know? When you make a dumb mistake and you learn your wisdom from that, and then years come, you stayed on the straight and narrow, and you think back to that time, and you're like, damn, I really did some dumb shit, you know? That's what this person's going to have. But they almost have, like, this is a lesson for them, but it's just so simple. It's like, this would have been, you could have gotten this lesson without going through all the drama, right? Your outcome here with this person is the Three of Pentacles. Eventually, you guys will be a true partnership. This person's going to show up for you in really great ways. You're going to feel like they're very dependable, reliable. You're going to trust them, okay? And they're going to trust you. There's also a lot of progress that you guys will make towards your shared goals together. You guys will be on the same page versus on separate pages. That's your outcome with this person, okay? This is destined, by the way. It's fated to happen. So this is part of your story. Let me see what's going on with the Three of Pentacles. What changes in this person to collaborate versus to run away? What changes in them? King of Pentacles. All right, the first change that I'm getting with the King of Pentacles is that this person's money definitely has a build. Okay, so right now, maybe they're stressing about their finances or where they want to be in life. When they're ready to come correct, they're going to have a sudden increase in their income. They could have their highest paid month. They're going to realize I was so worried about my stability and I kind of pushed Aquarius away or vice versa. And that was never an issue. Okay, they're going to see that they're guaranteed success in their career. There's forward movement in their career. There's also forward movement in their finances. So that's the first thing I'm seeing that really changes the pace of this connection. Someone's money comes up. Someone could be throwing a hissy fit right now because their money is looking funny. Let's, call a spade a spade. But also what I'm seeing with the King of Pentacles is that this person's going to be ready to commit. So that's the second thing, and that's huge for whoever this is because they're scared shitless to commit, obviously, right now. And another thing I'm seeing is that this person refines their behavior. They get on the straight and narrow. King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles is the energy of like, I'm building something huge and I need to be respected for what I'm building. I need to build a really healthy reputation in my community. So I usually see the King of Pentacles or Queen of Pentacles as someone who has great or exemplary behavior, okay? So someone's behavior is going to change. Maybe their social circle is going to change. Their environment's going to change. They start to get on the straight and narrow about legacy building, their future. And they get very serious about that. But there's something in this person's behavior that's going to change. They could be more refined in how they talk to you. They could be staying away from vices, temptation, negative influences. They're really care about what you think about them and also what other people think about them. They get on the straight and narrow. So there's a big significant change for this person where they stop acting out of sorts and they start acting like the person that makes you proud. All right, we have the Chariot here. This is a power couple. You and this person are meant to be a big power couple. I see a lot of success and growth in both of your careers together. You guys are the motivating factor behind each other. I also see that you guys are able to overcome any obstacle thrown your way. So even though this is a big obstacle right now or a petty obstacle, I see that you guys will overcome that no problem. This person also may get a new car because of their financial success. They may indulge in a new car. Okay, so there's a proudness about that as this person wants to celebrate with you during that time. But this person will be totally refined once they're ready to work with you and not against you. Now, obviously, the timeline is kind of difficult because it's like, why does it take this long for this person to get on the same page? But this person is so hyper independent that they won't accept help to get there faster. And I hope that makes sense, okay? Let's clarify these cards here. Tell me about the King of Pentacles. Pride, very arrogant person, right? But they will have something to be proud of. Maybe this person feels like they could be very egotistical, but they may feel like they're not proud of themselves right now. And that could be bumming them out. But in the future, the near future, this year, they're going to have something to be super prideful about or proud about. Something that's going to be healthy for their ego. Something that's going to up their self-worth or their self-esteem. You know, I feel like the biggest issue right now is that this person doesn't have good self-worth. And it's like projecting on you. Or this is why they're acting out of sorts. They feel like they missed their mark in their life. And they are judging themselves for it, okay? Tell me about the Chariot. Accident. Ooh. I have a lot of downloads about this, right? I feel like someone's going to get a new car and they could get into an accident. Obviously, we don't want that, and it doesn't feel fatal. So I feel like this person would be okay. But it's like, I hate to say it, but it feels karmic. It's like someone's going to get some type of status symbol and there's going to be an accident with it. It's not going to deplete what they have. This person will have full insurance during that time. It doesn't feel like it's going to set them back horribly, but it's almost like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain this, but it's almost like a humble energy. It's like, okay, now you feel big and bad Now you feel like you can work with the person who's been trying to work with you, but be humble, right? Because I see someone's going to get a new car and they may, hit a curb, bust a tire. They may hit someone, a fender bender that's not fatal or it's not really damaging, but it's still like, I feel like spirit is humbling them in some way. Like they reach a goal, but they also see that it's not perfect. I feel like this person wants something to be perfect. They want to be perfect for you. They want a perfect circumstance, a perfect environment, perfect job, perfect home, perfect car. But they're going to see, even when they reach that epitome of perfection, there's still challenges that you have to go through in life. There's still ups and downs. And it's a big lesson for this person, okay? So, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Let's pull one last card for your person. The catfish. This is the reason why this person is acting up. They feel like an imposter. Like they're moving forward with you. Things could be getting very serious and they feel like they're hiding their true selves from you. Like you know about them, but you don't know. You don't know that this person may cry themselves to sleep. You don't know that they have insecurities about their weight. You don't know that they have insecurities about their career. There's something that they feel like you can't read, but obviously you already know and you have not judged them with the high priestess. And so this is why this person is putting a lot of slack on this connection, because they feel like a catfish. This person's reaching a lot of success. They met you. That's a success in themselves, right? And you guys were headed towards deep commitment. There's also this energy of maybe career growth, financial growth, but nothing is ever good enough, because even as this person climbs the ladder, they're always judging themselves. And I think that's why this omen is coming out about reaching the height of some type of success and then it being, something going awry, because it's like it's never about the things, it's never about the success, it's never about what you attain, your money. It's about you, who you are as an individual. And I feel like this is why you and this person are having some issues, because they are not rooted in their identity. They're searching for that identity. They could be trying to be something that they're not, instead of being vulnerable, open. So this person has like almost an identity crisis that is translating over into your connection. And I feel like it's not going to be until July that this person finally understands or learns that lesson, to just be grounded in where they're at, and just accept things as they are. All right. I'm going to leave that there. I love you, Aqua Gang. I will see you guys very soon. Please like the video, comment down below if it resonated for you. Tell me what part resonated the most. Subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.